fan, movie fan, film fan. Yeah, obviously, like I'm definitely. I think the entertainment industry, like the storytelling, is really
Yeah.
what it is. Is storytelling, and storytelling's, I think, been a really big part of just human culture, probably since the dawn of civilization. I would say.
It's probably the most humane thing that there is.
Yeah.
We all revolve around stories.
Yeah.
You can tell all you can give all the statistics that you want, but the things that really change people isn't a stat; it's the story behind the stat.
Yeah, because they want to know the story, like what
Hmm.
happened
Yeah.
that led to that stat being a thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you do a really good job with storytelling. I think that's potentially one of the things that's been aided in your success is you're really good at telling stories. I think a lot of content creators are good at telling stories that people like want to listen to, especially if you're talking about like 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 minute, segments where you're like, especially in this day and age where everybody's like just looking for that
Well, you're
15
better at
second.
the longer segments than I am. 'Cause I
Well,
definitely do more shorts.
I don't know, man. I'm not. I think it's different. Like I think my stuff can be maybe sometimes informative. That's kind of the point of my stuff, at least on my main channels. I'm kind of transitioning away from doing a lot of that. I'd like to lean more into podcasting because I like talking to people and I like getting to know people's story.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm very interested in people's story,
Uh-huh.
and it's easy for me to talk to people just because
Are
of
are
that.
you leaning more towards like veteran stories?
I think that's one piece of the pie. I would say I like I like stories from people from all walks of life because everybody's got something that someone could benefit from,
Yeah.
regardless of if they've served in the military or not. Obviously, I'm going to have an affinity for people that have served,
Hmm.
just because that's been a large part of my story. Not the whole story, but it's been a significant part. It's had a pretty big impact on my character development, if you want to call it that. But I do think that, like the other day, for example, I flew up to Michigan to interview a young man who's working through a weight loss journey,
Uh-huh.
and that's a story.
To join up
Not
or
to join up, just
oh, okay.
because he's trying to self improvement, and he's lost like 200 pounds in a year, and he started off at 600, he's closer to 4 now, and that's a huge accomplishment, and that people need that type of encouragement, like. And that's just one small thing that you think of how many people that could impact that may be struggling with weight, which has been a human problem for
Yeah.
a very long time,
Yeah.
and I think there's a
A
lot of
pretty big
stories.
problem today too.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
even today, and there's a lot of people that could benefit from that even if they don't have anything to do with the military. And that's just one example, but there's a lot of other ones that I've got planned as well with folks that have maybe encountered some sort of adversity in their life that they